Hello, how are you doing? Oh, I always forget about this. All right, here. There we go. Well, I hope that you had a fantastic start of the week and been painting and drawing a lot. And yeah, let's get started. Juan, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Un placer, como siempre. ¿Qué tal estás? All right. Also, let's put our fireplace going. All right. There you go. Cozy and warm. All right, so yeah, let's continue with our Perturabo Demon prints. And I have to say that again, I haven't touched it in 2 weeks now, since sadly last week I couldn't make it for the stream. So I'm looking at it with very fresh eyes, and I'm liking it. Which is a nice feeling. So yeah, I'm confident that this is heading in the right direction. And yeah, sorry about last week. Nothing dramatic happened. It's just very ordinary and mundane. It's just we had shitload of things to clean and at home, and it was kind of, it had to be done. And it's one of those things where, yeah, life just take over sometimes. So yeah, for those of you that might have kids, you might know sometimes, yeah, it's like things take certain momentum and you need to leave everything aside, and things start to pile up during the day, and at the end it's just like, yeah. So I really had to take care of that. So again, yeah, nothing dramatic happened. It's just as boring as that. But yeah. All right. So yes, let's see. Where were we? Angel, hola, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So yeah, yeah, let's do something nice with these. They are a little bit too simplistic. So it's kind of funny. Lately, I haven't been able to watch or enjoy any film or series since I'm too busy with work and with life. meaning being a dad. So I'm actually completely out of the loop into nice things to watch. And I'm actually starting to feel like I would like to see something nice, but not really know what is there. So if you have any suggestions, sadly, I mean, I only have Netflix. But still, any recommendations are more than welcome, so I kind of put them on a mental note for the future, eventually to get to see it. Ilya, hi, is this a fan art or you prepare for something for Games Workshop? Hey, well, no, my friend. Well, first of all, hello and welcome to the stream. And no way this would be something for Games Workshop. They will kill me. They will send a kill team to kill me. I couldn't do this because NDA, everything is super secret. So no, this is fan art. So yeah, one could say that or ask why I don't get tired of doing stuff. I mean, how can I be doing fan art when I do official stuff within Warhammer? And it's just because I love it. I am obsessed with it. So I like to do fan art on my own. So yes, to your question, this is fan art. And of course, the advantage or nice side of doing fan art is that I don't have the constraints, right, of the official stuff that sometimes are very confined, right? And I can deploy in its full my creativity and ideas, regardless of it is accurate or not. It's just for the fun of it. So yes, this is fan art. And everything that I'm doing here on the stream is fan art. Nothing is official. Again, all the things that I do for Games Workshop or clients, it's always confidential and secret. But I would definitely love to be able to do things openly and share the process and experience openly, but obviously that's never gonna happen. For obvious reasons. I mean, it makes sense as well. Those restrictions make a lot of sense. For the people involved in it. Okay. Okay. Wait a second. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you please let me? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, yeah, something funky happened on my end, so I was wondering. Again, what is happening? It's strange. It's on my end. It's resetting the sound constantly. I don't know why. And again, seriously. Okay. Hopefully it stays this way. Sorry. Okay. Where was I? Frederic. Hey, how are you doing? I'm good. Busy as hell. Still haven't forgotten. I have to find the way. It makes it super complicated, the fact that we are in different places in the globe, so the timing it's very bad, because the times that I can talk is you are asleep. So I'm thinking the best moment might be on a weekend perhaps, or something. We'll see. But yeah, happy to be to see you around. How are you, man? Ilya, actually your kill team cover is one of my favorites. Great character expressions even with helmets on. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm really enjoying doing these for the kill teams. Yeah, it's very fun. It's quite challenging, I have to say, as well. It's sometimes it's a struggle. It's definitely a challenge, but a very fun one. So yeah, thanks for sharing that, and thanks for the kind words. Jaime, hey Miguel, does it help to paint your background before the characters? Well, I don't know. It depends of the piece and what it's everything about. Normally, I mean, this is very personal and doesn't mean that the way I do it is the way to do it. I know other people will do it differently. Each has their own ways. For me, my mind works more like I need to see the character first and then build around it. So normally I like to paint first the character. If we are talking about specific environment, right? If it's something abstract, it's just a background, like something like this, then yeah, sure, I will start with a background just to have something. But if it has to have some tangible volumes and, you know, space, let's say like a room or architecture or something, then I like to put there the character first and then the environment. But again, if we are talking, let's say, about a character illustration, if everything is about the character, if it's a more general illustration which happens to have a character, then perhaps it's different and I build everything together. So not necessarily anything before, just with everything in mind at the same time. So if that makes sense. Hello, hello. Welcome. Frederic, yes, I hear you. I'm good. I will begin a mentoring with an artist of Blizzard. So very nice. Oh, fantastic. That's great. Man, I'm very happy for you. That's great. That's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna learn quite a lot, I'm sure. That's great to hear. Awesome. And are you gonna be mentoring for a long time? Do you have a specific set of timing, or it's more no timing? How is that arrangement gonna work? Hi, ma'am. Makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, no, no worries. And why cannot hear? Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just change something here. I don't know if you could hear the fire before, but I couldn't. I don't know. These things with live streaming, I swear, sometimes it's beyond me how things work or stop working for some reason when they should work. I don't know. Anyway. So, by the way, I have plans for next week stream. So I know I've been talking about this for a long time, but never find the time to really think through, or not that I need any big planning. It's just that, again, since I have so many things on my head, I don't have the mental capacity. So didn't have time to really sit and think about it, but now I have a rough idea of what I would like to do. So to the point, for next week, what I would like to do is to focus it to make some kind of exclusive type of live stream. An exclusive because I'm going to be showing things that have never been shown before of official art for Dark Tide. And I want to make a nice open conversation, so you will be able to ask me questions and I will try to answer them as much as I can. Of course, bear mind that there might be things that I cannot answer because they are still sensitive for the project, but everything will be focused or on the creative aspect of doing concept art for Dark Tide and my work with character designs in it. So I will be showing you a lot of official concept art that hasn't been shown anywhere yet. So if you are on the stream, you will be able to see it for the first time. And I want to compare those to the actual characters in game. So I might jump into the game and show you some of the characters and then compare it to the concept art to show you the absolutely amazing work that the character team has done at Fat Shark interpreting my work. So yeah, as I said, this is something that I know I've been talking about for a long time, about maybe jumping into the game to show the characters and explain a little bit what was the thoughts behind some of the designs, etc., etc. But I will expand that idea and just show you a lot of concept art that hasn't been made public yet. So there should be quite a lot things to show. I don't know how much I will be able to show depending on the conversation. So this will be a fantastic, I think, opportunity for you to, if you are curious, of course, maybe you don't give a damn, which is fair enough. But in case you might be interested, then this is a great opportunity for you to ask me questions about it. And then again, I will do my best to answer. So yeah, that's the plan for next week, I think. So probably no painting, but talking about Dark Tide concept art. Yes. And believe me, there is tons of work. But yeah, probably, yeah, I don't know. There is a lot. Yeah, and I think it will be, I don't know. Me personally, I think it's a very nice thing to compare, right? The final result in game with the concepts, and especially just to praise once again the team at Fat Shark, because they really deserve it. They are just so talented. So yeah. Again, this, no, what? What is happening? Now I cannot hear the fire again. So strange. Of course, our classic bug. What else can go wrong today? Let's see. Let me change screen. Let's reopen the file. If you remember, it's this bug where the I cannot choose anything. The kind of mouse cursor just take over, and I basically cannot paint. All right, there you go. Back to business. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yes, regarding Dark Tide, and one of the things that I, as a gamer, enjoying the most in the game is the how gorgeous the characters look in the game. I mean, they're awesome. It's just the only thing that is just like a little bit painful for me is the fact that the pace of the game is so hectic that you barely get the chance to enjoy how gorgeous in their ugliness the characters are. I mean, yeah, there's this, I don't know if you are not familiar with the game or you haven't seen the game. There's this possibility of like a kind of training room where you can have enemies there to try your weapons and stuff, so you can see them there in all their glory. But when they're in game, it's just like everything is so fast, and because of the lighting, of course, and maybe things are dark and whatever, then you cannot see them in all their glory. But they are so nice. Again, the team at Fat Shark, they are absolutely insanely talented. And you will understand why next week when I show you my work, and then you see how that translated into the actual 3D models in game. And I have to say that not only the actual sculpts of the models, but also the animation. The animation fits so well the archetypes and the intention of what the characters are supposed to be. It just is absolutely gorgeous. It's such a visual treat, this game. At what age did you decide to draw? Since I was a kid. I have no memory when I was not drawing or painting, so all my life. Frederic, I tried Darktide. The Psyker is very nice. Oh, you do? Nice. Yes, the Psyker is nice indeed. I have played with all of the classes and have maxed out all the classes. What I like about it is the fact that since they play so differently, it just, for very long times I just play with one character, and then if I get tired, I can jump to another class, and it completely plays so differently that the experience is it's very different as well. So I'm really enjoying it. Crispy, love your art, Miguel. Thank you. Well, and welcome. Lucius, hey peeps. Hey Lucius, how are you doing? Talking about Darktide and playing Darktide. If you are still up for it, I am. It's just that I have such a crazy how to say, daily routines, that it's very difficult for me to, for now at least, to commit to a specific time or date. But if you are still up for it, I'm gonna make an effort, and let's have an online date to play Darktide. That would be awesome. I would really love to do that. Of course, anybody else that feels for it, then you are more than welcome to join. Dan, Major Kill used your work in his video last night. Is this piece for Major Kill? This is a really awesome piece of work of Perturabo. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Thank you. And you are gonna excuse me my absolute ignorance, but I absolutely have no idea who Major Kill is. Is that somebody that I should know? And no, this is not for him, obviously. This is saying that I don't know who that is. So this is just for the fun of it. And yeah, now I'm curious, who is that? Is that a YouTuber, I'm guessing? And then what is it that he, now I'm very curious, what piece did he use, and what for? And most importantly, did he credit me? Because if not, that's bad major kill. Lucius, oh yeah, I'm still down, and I understand you have a crazy schedule, so no worries. Okay, good. So let's plan an evening playing some Dark Tide with some beers, perhaps. I don't know if you drink beers, but yeah, whatever you fancy. Major Kill is a YouTuber. All right. Okay, so he used this piece. All right. Well, he's not finished, so. But all right. All right, so he is a YouTuber. Is he focused on 40k stuff, or what type of YouTuber is he? I'm just asking because of course I'm curious now. But yeah, cool. So of course, nice. But again, you need to credit the artist. That's something that's a contentious topic, which I very strongly I have a very strong opinion about it regarding the laziness of YouTubers when it comes to crediting artists. And it's something that is and I'm generalizing, so I'm not talking about, in this case, Major Kill. Again, I don't know who he is, and I don't know if he has credited me or not. I'm just generalizing for all of those YouTubers that don't credit the artist. And I think that's very bad. And I know I have heard plenty of, and let me just, how to say, explain a little bit. So I have heard a lot of arguments that, yeah, it takes a long time to look for the author of the piece. It's very difficult, or it's impossible to. Well, I understand in some cases, but normally it's actually very easy. Of course, I understand it might be a pain in the ass if you use tons of images in your videos, and therefore you have to go and look for each one of the pieces authors names. I understand, but that's what you need to do if you are using somebody's work in your videos, that you are getting profit of it, monetary or attention, because it's not yours. So ethically speaking, you have to do it. In case of fan art, if it's not fan art, then definitely you are not supposed to use unless you get direct permission from the author. But in case of fan art, it's fan art, so it's another situation, but still the bare minimum and how you should do it is to credit the artist. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I get quite frequently some YouTubers or other platforms that actually contact me asking me for permission for posting some fan art, which I really appreciate, even though I don't think it's necessary because it's fan art, but I still appreciate the intention and the fact that they go into the length of actually asking permission. But again, the bare minimum is to credit the artist, because it looks, I mean, and I understand in some cases some people are just very amateurish and they and they do this as a hobby, but there are plenty of YouTubers that it has become their profession and they claim to be professionals and to have a very professional attitude. That is very, very unprofessional. And sometimes what they do is just put a link to a website that collects fan art and think that that is enough. That is not enough. You have, with every time you use an image in your video, you have to put, that's how I would do it. For example, in my course that I have at CGMA, I use, of course, the work of plenty of artists as examples for exercises, for whatever. I always put the name of the artist for each piece. And let me tell you, it took me a shitload of time to do that. Obviously, because I use a lot of images. But that's what you need to do. That's how it has to be done. So yeah, sorry for the rant. We'll leave it there. But it's something that really annoys me quite a lot. And it's a shame because in some cases it's a lot of YouTubers that have very fantastic content and I really like what they do, but still in this regard, so I'm not gonna put names, but yeah, there are plenty of them. Anyway, let's move on. And regarding Major Kill, obviously now I'm curious, I will check him out. And of course I will see if he's credited me. So, but yeah, is he, to my question, is he doing Warhammer content or just random? Frederic, I should go to my job. See you in next stream. All right, Frederic, take care, man. And thanks for passing by and saying hello. Ilya, Miguel, all your portraits are fantastic. It seems that you use references of several real persons because facial features that look familiar. For example, in your Space Mercenary artwork, isn't it? Yes, I do use a lot of references, but I not always. It depends. But I'm not sure about my Space Mercenary artwork. I don't know what that is. Which one are you talking about? Yeah, I'm trying to think, like Space Mercenary, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if to your question, if I'm trying to do a character that I want to convey a certain level of realism, then yes, I'm going to use references, because there is, in my experience, at least I cannot do it. And I tend to think that it cannot be done, is just to convey that uniqueness without using references. Because if not, regardless of how realistic and well done you can do portraits, if you do it from your mind, at the end, always they end up stylized in your fashion. So yeah, and I'm not judging or anything, just like explaining the differences, right? So let's say, I don't know, like for example, an artist that I absolutely admire, right? Let's say Karl Kopinski, right? So he doesn't use references with plenty of his work, and his style is very realistic and awesome, right? But I see one face and I know it's his, because he has that style, you know. It's like, and even if he can convey different features and there, but still there is certain touch and style and mannerism that is always the same one, because it's the same artist doing it through their mind. So if I want to avoid that, then I have to use references. So yeah, I use references in those cases, if that's what I want to do. Lucius, I'm Irish, so drinking is a natural to me. All right, fair enough. Cantabrian, hey Miguel, hope you are well. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm doing fantastic, thank you. How about you? Lucius, oh, I was doing a workshop with Philippe Pagliuso 2 weeks ago. Do you know him? I think he worked with Games Workshop a few years back. He was a good teacher, nice dude as well. No, not like that by name. I'm actually terrible with these with names. So normally I will react to the work and then relate to the name of the artist. So the name, I'm not sure. But maybe if I see something of his work, I might think, oh, yes, of course. Yeah, now, you know, I get the connection. But just like this, out of the blue, I'm not sure. Dan, minute 5, 21 seconds. That's your art. All right. Okay. Good. So, and I'm guessing that's the latest video he has. We have a visitor here. Hola, Bingo. It's my dog. He's tired. Had a very rough day today. Taking walks, eating, playing around, you know. Lucius, I will send a piece in his in the inspiration channel. Awesome, fantastic, thank you. Yes, much appreciated. Again, I'm shamefully bad with names. But yeah, awesome. And What type of class was it, if I might ask, or workshop? I think it's so... if you get the opportunity to attend workshops or classes by experience and working professionals, I think it's a very valuable thing to do because you can learn so much. So yes, again, just in case you missed it, for next week stream, I'm planning a special exclusive content live stream where I'm planning to share with you for the first time in absolute exclusivity and novelty Dark Tide concept art that hasn't been seen before ever, and compared with the characters in game on Dark Tide, and kind of have a discussion about the creative process. To ask, to answer your questions in that regard, and hopefully you might think of it as something interesting. So as well, if you've, since it's going to be a different type of stream and you think of somebody that might be interested in watching it or asking question, please let's spread the word. Of course, I will put something on social media this week about it, but yeah, I think it could be cool. And again, I will of course just talk about things that I'm allowed to talk about. So we'll not be discussing any sensitive topic, but just regarding the creative aspect of doing character design for Dark Tide. Pontus, looking good. Are we back to the old legs, or did you detail the legs for the new post already? Pontus, hello. How are you doing, man? My man, Pontus. I mean, you were also wanted to play Dark Tide, right? I was talking to Lucius here that sometimes we should, if you're up to it, maybe next Friday, this Friday. No, this is the new legs, but I just added some details on them. Lucius, it was a 3 days workshop on character design. Awesome. He went over some fundamentals and went through his process of a character design from start to finish while explaining his thoughts and talking questions. Well, that's great. Where was the workshop? If I might ask, I'm very curious about these things. I might be going to do also 3-day workshop on character. Well, I'm still not sure exactly. It will be related to character design, but still I need to think through exactly how I want to focus on it. But yeah, I may doing also 3-day long workshop later this year. At La Galeria Roja, if you know where that is. Pontus, yeah, maybe on Friday. I start my parental leave on Thursday. Yeah, so okay, Friday start parental leave on Thursday. Friday, who cares about the baby? Just play Dark Tide. Call the authorities. But yeah, I think Friday. I mean, why not? Let's let's plan it. I of course, this is just me now. Free flowing. Let's see if I actually can. But yeah, let's aim hopefully for Friday. And on that note, I don't know if you are aware, but yesterday they released a new map for Dark Tide, which I tried, and is gorgeous. It's spectacular. It's such an awesome interpretation and rendition of what could be one of these cyclopean archives structures of the Imperium of Man, right? Where it's just like you could see like a city-size archive, where you could imagine minions, like scribes and stuff like that, just living all their lives in there, doing nothing but just copying and moving and taking care of scriptures and data or wherever they store in there. It's just insanely good. That's another aspect which the game needs so much praise, and it's with the environments for Dark Tide, and is, I would say, the most perhaps challenging aspect of the whole interpretation of adapting the 40k universe into a realistic setting in a video game in this case, because characters, I would say, are easier. Still plenty of challenges in there, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to environments, if you think about it, there is mostly nothing being done except for the random generic type of city battlefield setting, right? But in Dark Tide, they have to go through the challenge of determining how does toilets look, how does an actual train station might be, like habitation places where people live and work and sleep, to make common areas and etc., just to expand visually how things of that kind might look into, in this case, this imperial hive city. And and again, it's just like absolutely brilliant. For any hardcore 40k fan, even if you are not a gamer, I think you should play the game just to enjoy that immersion. That opportunity of immersing yourself in such a way in the 40k universe as it has never been done before. Lucius, it was an online one for about 18 hours. Awesome. Well, that's pretty similar to what I'm supposed to do. Also, like 3 days, 6 hours every day. Where was it, Lucius? That workshop you took? I was invited also to do another workshop at a very good school in Rome last year. I think it was, or the year before. I can't remember now, but because of the pandemic, it was had to be online, and at the end they didn't organize it. But yeah, this one for like Galeria Roja hopefully will happen. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I mean, this thing still is not confirmed, but we are in the process of planning it. Lucius, okay, so it was La Galeria Roja. Okay, so yeah, yeah, when you said it was 3 days and it went 18 hours long, it kind of made me think. So yeah, I will. Yeah, that is kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, I will be doing another workshop for them, hopefully. So now, of course, I'm very curious now how from what you are saying, it was a very good experience because of the lecture. But how was the whole thing organized? Was it easy and was it a nice experience in that regard? Was it easy, or could you share your experience? Lucius, it was pretty easy on my end. We just had a set time where I would get an email to join the class via Google Meet, and we would also get a Google Drive where the teacher could give us materials. Okay, cool. And I'm curious, was it like a lecture, but did you had could you interact with the teacher, just like asking questions, or there was like a set a Q&A session in the day where you could you just ask questions anytime during the whole lecture? The fire is doing some funky noises, so I will stop. The teacher seemed to want to do another workshop with the same people. Might be a good sign. It was pretty relaxed. We could just ask a question by speaking in the mic or writing in chat. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's I will would like to do something like that as well. So pretty organic. So yeah, awesome. Well, I'm happy for you, man. My computer seems to be doing something on the background that is kind of, yeah, I don't know. Oh, by the way, now I just realized uh, that that I should be showing some um, casings flying around. And it should be quite a lot, since it's supposed to be a 4-barrel type of shooting system, whatever you want to call it, on his arm. I think it should be flying this way as well, but I don't want to create a lot of visual noise. I mean, there's already too many things going on here. So I don't know. Let's see. Ilya, do you have plans for Miguel Iglesias online art school or courses or something? No, I don't. I have an online course that is hosted at CGMA. A course that I have done myself. So today I had a class. So yes, it's called Narrative Illustration and Characters at CGMA. So if you are interested, you can check that out. If you follow me on Instagram, if you click on my bio, there's a tree link there, and there's a direct link to my course if you are interested. So that's about it. And then, yeah, like workshops that I might do from time to time. But yeah, nothing like an art school or anything like that. I'm already too busy. Well, I'm not sure yet. I will put this aside for now. Sorry, and get back to it later. I am kind of tired, so I think that I'm gonna leave it here, guys. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining today. It's been a blast, like always. And yes, remember, next week, hopefully, we have a special stream. So please spread the word if you think somebody you know might be interested. So it will not be a painting stream, but I will be sharing a lot of concept art for Dark Tide that has never been made public yet. So it will be shown for the very, very first time. And I will try to compare that concept art to in-game characters. So I will be jumping in the game to show you and compare and yeah, and have a hopefully nice discussion about the creative process of doing character design for Dark Tide, and if you may have questions, just to answer your questions, etc., etc. So yeah, a stream dedicated to concept art that I have done for the game Dark Tide. So yeah. So yes, spread the word. And yeah, have a fantastic week. Stay safe and healthy. Paint and draw a lot. Have fun doing it. And see you next week. And Lucius and Pontus, let's plan a playing session, right? Okay. Take care, people. Take care. Bye.